Hey, today we are planting Pontiac Nolan red seed potatoes, and we want to plant these because you can harvest these in the fall, whereas the other potatoes we planted, they're supposed to be early potatoes. So while we're grabbing those white ones up, we will be letting those grow. So we're gonna put them in this 4 by 8 bed, and we don't have that many potatoes. We only have 12 potatoes, so we're going to use half the bed for potatoes and half the bed for something else. So Mr. Wright is tilling up this soil in this raised bed a little bit. Mr. Walton here had already cleaned out the leaves over there, he and Mr. Wright, and now Mr. Wright and Mr. Walton are going to till up this garden bed, and then we'll show you. We're going to do a semi no dig potato, but even though we did disturb the soil. So this soil that's in this raised bed, as you can see, it did go down some, and in addition to that, I didn't plant in this bed in a while. I was using it to store that firewood right there, so that's probably why it's so nice and clean and so dark. So when he's finished tilling this soil just a little, then we'll move on to the next. So Mr. Walton here, he's going to amend this soil with some Stay Green. Let me see the front of it. Stay Green flower and vegetable garden soil, and it's supposed to have fertilizer in it. It's a very small amount too, but I will also be adding some more all-purpose fertilizer to this soil once they get it down. So now Mr. Wright is just raking in our amended soil into the native soil right on top, just in case. And then we're going to add some all-purpose fertilizer also, because we're supposed to get very warm tomorrow and into the 80s this weekend. So we want to make sure we're ready. Now they're raking in the 10-10-10 all-purpose fertilizer and into the soil. So we got the bed all prepared. We laid down the soil and we put some all-purpose fertilizer on there. So because we only have 12 potatoes, we're going to use a square foot gardening method and put the 12 potatoes in, and then we're going to use the other half of the bed to grow something else. So we'll be back. Okay, so we're using square foot gardening method, and we're going to put 12 potatoes here in part of this bag, and then on this part we have a trellis here. We're going to use this space for something else, and then on the end we're going to use that space. We're going to make sure we maximize. So this is what our potatoes look like. You got some more? And we're going to put them down. I'm trying to get down at least 6 inches deep, so we're using this bulb thing to dig the soil out. It's pretty handy. And we're putting it down in here just like this. Make sure that this part is facing upwards, and that's it, if you can see it. And then we're just covering it back over with the soil. So that's the first square foot, and that's it. So now we're going to do another one.
Big ass.
All right, so far we've done what, 4? Yeah, okay. I used to work for Huntington Learning Center, y'all, for a long time. I don't know how I got those rulers though. I probably, I don't know, doing something.
You got my job now, Keith.
Yeah, so that one got multiple, so let's do it this way. Yeah. So this is our last potato. So we have planted 12 more seed potatoes in this bed, and so we have another whole 4x4 square feet here, and we have 1 square foot here. So here I'm going to plant some pole beans, and they will go. I'm sorry about the shadow, but that's the way the sun is. This trellis here, I'm going to plant the pole beans to go up and over there to the corn bed. So after we planted our tomatoes, we were trying to figure out what to plant here. So we decided to plant this cherry tomato, and it's indeterminate. So we're going to butt it up against this trellis right here. I've already took in the bottom leaves down, you know. For tomatoes, you plant deep, and so I'm going to bury it all the way up to the first leaves. Let's see. I don't think that's deep enough. Let's see. Take this out of here. Okay, let's see. Okay. That looks good. So once it starts to grow, I'll train it up this trellis, and we'll see if it has any problems being in the garden bed with the potatoes. But I don't think so. So we still have another 4x4 feet left, so we'll decide what to put in there. I'm trying to decide if I should use the rest of this 4x4 square on the other side of these potatoes to grow some peas up this TP trellis, or if I should take the trellis out and add broccoli while I have some sunlight before the trees come in. So let me guys know what you think, or I might go ahead on and decide. So I'm looking at this broccoli calabrese that I started in this seed tray, and this is a lot of broccoli. I don't think that it will all fit. I know I can get probably 16 of them, maybe 12 in that square foot garden over there. But I also have these Klorabi that I've never eaten before, and I'm trying to decide what to do with these, but I don't want to take up too much precious space with those and then decide I don't like them. So I think I may put the Klorabi in this raised garden bed right here, and I have I only have 3, so I'm going to force all 3 in here, even though this is only about 2 square feet. I'm going to put them in here anyway. And I also read that they don't like to be transplanted, so while they're still young and I don't have to worry about disturbing the roots too much, I want to go ahead and take them out and put them in there. I'm glad I got this kohlrabi out of there because the roots were starting to grow out of the bottom. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's there. So I'm going to go ahead and separate these and pot it in here and wish for the best. So I got my little baby kohlrabi seeds planted. I'm going to water them in. They were kind of dry. I'm wondering if that's why the rest of them didn't germinate and grow, or why they're so small, because they were so dry. And I read that they don't like being transplanted. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see. I hope it's success. So this little baby right here, I had an empty spot on this green stalk. So I dug up one of my volunteer brassicas from down there, and I planted it in here. I'm not sure what it is, but I can tell by the leaf structure that it belongs in that family. So we'll see. So in this green stalk right here. I have another empty pocket, so I dug up another one of my volunteers, and I'm just going to plant it right in. I don't know what it is, so we'll find out together. This is what it looks like. That's easy, right?
For sure, baby.
So I got one more pocket, so I'm just going to dig up one more. I found another empty pocket, so I'm just going to dig up one more. Well, that's two. We'll take the big one. I don't know what it is yet, though. Put it right in here and cover it up. We'll find out together. It's kind of leggy, though, so it's probably going to be happy to have been moved. Okay, there it is. Let's see if we have any more empty pockets before I go in. Well, let's see about this one. This one on ahead and took it out. I don't know. What I eventually plan on doing is thinning this out so much that I will have I would just have what I have down here and just let it grow. But let's see. I'll take this one. Okay, let's see. He didn't want to come out, so I just got a bare root. I don't know if it's going to survive. We'll find out. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, it looks like I have a few more, so I'm not going to let the weeds grow because I don't know what this is. It doesn't look familiar, but all of the rest of these, they look like brassicas. Not this and not this, but the rest of them look like brassicas. So what I'll do eventually, after I finish with my little experiment, maybe I'll just spread them out, because this is an empty space right here, because I can even move these things and just see how they do. So I'm done with the Klorabi. Let's see. Here. I watered it in. And then I'm trying to find a spot for it. A protective spot. I think I'm going to put it right here in this spot right here, because the sun does come this way at some time in the day. And let's see. Oh, I got some kind of self-seeded fruit tree again. I don't want it. If anybody wants this fruit tree, I think it's it could be apple or it could be plum. You can have it. I'll dig it up. It could even be peach. I see a peach shell there. And you can have it if you come and get it. I have two. I have a seedling here and a seedling here. And I'm only going to keep them here for a few days. Okay. So I think I got an idea for this broccoli. I think, and this might sound ridiculous, but I have about 16 of them. I want to buy enough green stock and put them in there, because I'll get the one like this with the 30 slots to it, and I will put these in there. And over there I will go ahead and put either my sweet peas up the trellis on the TP. You can't see it, but Dave just transplanted another rose bush. Look at that. Look at how he did that. I'm gonna have to go in there and fix that, because I don't want my bush to die. It's so pretty. Let's see. Sit down in there. Well, let's see. Because you know, if you have any air pockets when you plant things, they die. They die. Look at all those exposed roots. I may have to put some more soil on there. Yeah, I do. I feel lots of air pockets. Let's see. All right. Mr. Right to the rescue. He's fixing Brother David's mess. So he's going to fill it in and pack it down with some more soil and fix those roots so that my rose bush does not die. And let's see. All right. And now I'll add some water, and then if it needs more, we'll add more this weekend. Now I'm just going to water it in. Get rid of those air pockets, and then if we have any more, if it needs any more soil, we'll just add some more. Let's see. So now I'm just checking up with my things in here in the greenhouse. Doing much better out here than it was in the house. So I don't know if I'm going to plant these things out this weekend or if I'm going to wait another week. But look at how nice everything is doing. This is the celery. Well, this tomato haven't come up yet, but I think it will. And look at these tomatoes and cucumbers and everything in here. In this inside this plastic greenhouse inside my structure greenhouse. Very nice. And then the stuff down here too. These are miniature tomato plants. I may sit them out this weekend also. So I got some germination on the corn that I started in here. Not sure where I'm gonna put it yet though, because I have that other corn out there. And I also have some germination on the bush beans that I started in here. So everything is not as frost tolerant as they say. Wait, let's see. I did just have, oh, there it is. Woodpecker. I don't know what he's eating. He's tearing that tree up. Where is he? Oh, I lost him. Must know I'm watching. Look at that woodpecker going to town. I must have thousands of bugs in that tree. I'm wrapping up for the night, but I'm pretty excited. Look, I got slips finally growing on one of my sweet potatoes. This one has slips and roots. This one is just starting to get roots. No action from this one yet, but I'm excited about this one. Very, very. See that? Yay. Good night, y'all. Any questions, let me know, or comments, suggestions. Have a great night.